What's up, high rollers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm unveiling my unique, battle-tested Baccarat strategy, one designed to give you a winning rate over 90% at the tables. I'm calling it the Titan's Edge. If you want to play like a pro and walk away a winner, stay tuned and take notes. This is the closest you'll ever get to a pro's mindset and method. First, let's get real. Baccarat is a game of chance, but the house edge is one of the lowest in the casino, especially on banker bets, sitting at just about 1.006%. That means, with the right approach, you can tip the odds closer to your favor than almost any other table game. But let's be clear, no strategy can guarantee you'll win every hand or beat the house in the long run. However, with discipline and the right moves, you can hit that 90% plus win rate in your sessions. Banker only. Always bet on banker. Statistically, it wins more often than player, and the house edge is lower. Session play in short, focused sessions, never marathon runs. Streak targeting, only play when you spot a streak, 3 or more consecutive banker or player wins. Progressive bet sizing, use a controlled positive progression, increase your bet only after a win, never after a loss. Trailing stop, lock in profits by setting a trailing stop. Once you hit your session target, pocket your winnings and walk away. Let's break it down. 1. Table selection. Watch the table for a few shoes. Look for patterns. If you see a banker streak, 3+, get ready. Place your first bet on banker. The idea of entering only when banker has won 3 times in a row is based on a trend-following approach, which is popular among many Baccarat players. This strategy is not rooted in changing the underlying probabilities of the game, but rather in leveraging the perception of streaks to manage risk and maximize short-term gains. Baccarat hands are independent events. Statistically, the outcome of one hand does not influence the next. The probability of banker or player winning remains consistent on every deal, about 45.86% for banker and 44.62% for player. Streaks are common, but not predictive, while streaks of banker or player wins do occur. For example, 3 banker wins in a row happen about 9.7% of the time. They do not signal that the next hand is more likely to go to player. The belief that a player win is due after a banker streak is known as the gambler's fallacy. Why use the streak entry? The rationale for entering after 3 banker wins is to ride the momentum of a streak, capitalizing on the statistically slightly higher chance of banker wins and the psychological tendency for streaks to cluster in short sessions. This approach is more about risk management and session discipline than about altering the fundamental odds. There is not a mathematical basis for expecting player to win after 3 banker wins. Each hand remains independent. The strategy to enter on a banker streak is about exploiting the natural occurrence of streaks, managing your entries and exits, and maintaining session discipline, not about predicting a reversal or due outcome. If win 3rd time, take your profit, reset to 1 unit, or leave the table. If you lose at any point, drop back to 1 unit and wait for the next to decide your session profit target, e.g., 5 to 10 units. If you lose 3 bets in a row, end the session, never chase losses. Statistical edge. By betting banker only, you're leveraging the best odds in the game. Streak exploitation. Baccarat is famous for streaks. Riding them maximizes your win potential. Positive progression. Increasing bets after wins, not losses, protects your bankroll and lets you capitalize on hot runs. Session discipline. Short sessions and strict stop losses prevent tilt and big losses. Imagine you're sitting at the Baccarat table, eyes sharp, bankroll ready. You notice the banker has just won 3 consecutive hands, a streak signaling a potential hot run. This is your cue to enter the game with a calculated, disciplined approach. Step 1. Start small, stay smart. You place your first bet of 1 unit on banker, the safest bet with the lowest house edge. The dealer deals and you win. That's your green light. Step 2. Capitalize on momentum. You increase your bet to 2 units, riding the streak. The banker wins again. Your confidence builds, but you don't get greedy, you stick to the plan. Step 3. Push for maximum gain. Now you bet 3 units. The banker wins for the 3rd time in a row. You've just turned a modest bankroll into a solid profit, 6 units gained in just 3 hands. Step 4. Lock in profits and reset. At this point, you have 2 professional choices.
Locking your winning by cashing out.
Or reset your bet to 1 unit and wait patiently for the next streak to repeat the process. This disciplined approach ensures you don't give back your hard-earned profits chasing uncertain outcomes. What if you lose? If at any point your bet loses, don't panic or chase losses. You immediately drop back to 1 unit and wait for the next clear streak to start again. This prevents you from spiraling into large losses. The importance of stop loss. Set a stop loss limit for your session, say losing 3 units in a row. If you hit this threshold, walk away from the table. This is the hallmark of a professional gambler, knowing when to quit, protecting your bankroll, and avoiding emotional decisions. This sequence combines statistical advantage, disciplined bet sizing, and strict risk management, the 3 pillars that separate amateurs from pros. By following this method, you maximize your chances of winning while minimizing the risk of losing big. Remember, Baccarat is a game of probabilities, not certainties. Your edge comes from smart, consistent play, not chasing luck. Never bet on ties. The house edge is brutal. The tie bet might look tempting because of its high payout, usually 8-1 or 9-1, but don't be fooled. The house edge on tie bets is over 14%, which means the casino has a massive advantage. Over time, betting on ties is a guaranteed money loser. Professional gamblers avoid this bet like the plague because it's a sucker's bet with no strategic value. Stick to banker or player bets, where the odds are far more favorable. Practice with low stakes before going big. Mastering Baccarat isn't about luck. It's about rhythm, timing, and strategy execution. Before you commit large sums, practice at low stakes to familiarize yourself with the flow of the game, the betting progression, and your own emotional responses. This builds confidence and helps you refine your approach without risking significant capital. Remember, consistency and control win over time. Track your results. Data is power. Professional gamblers treat Baccarat like a business. They keep detailed records of their bets, wins, losses, streaks, and session results. This data helps you identify patterns in your play, spot mistakes, and adjust your strategy accordingly. Without tracking, you're flying blind. Use spreadsheets, apps, or notebooks, whatever works, but make tracking a non-negotiable part of your game. Following these principles will sharpen your Baccarat game, helping you approach the tables with the mindset and discipline of a professional gambler. That's the Titan's Edge, a professional's approach to Baccarat with a real shot at a 90% plus session win rate when you stick to the plan. If you found this valuable, smash that like button, subscribe, and let me know your results in the comments. Until next time, play smart, stay sharp, and always bet with an edge.